Okay, so I'm Tim from Southern Stars, and in this video we're going to talk about controlling another very common kind of telescope, a Meade ETX, using SkyFi, which is our wireless telescope control solution. This is what SkyFi looks like. It's battery powered. There are 4 AA cells in the case. These will run for essentially a full night of observation, 8 to 10 hours on a fresh set of batteries. And SkyFi also comes with an adapter that connects SkyFi's serial port, which looks like a telephone jack, to a standard PC serial port. The reason we need this adapter is that every telescope has a different style of serial port. The only common theme in the entire serial world is this DB9 PC style serial port. And so what we're going to do is connect the PC style serial port using a Meade serial adapter cable to the serial port on the bottom of our Meade AutoStar hand controller. Many times people are confused about where they should connect SkyFi to their telescope. For all Meade ETX telescopes, the serial port is located on the bottom of the Meade AutoStar controller. There's actually 2 kinds of AutoStar. If you look at the bottom of your AutoStar controller and you see this second telephone jack, you've got what you need. That's the Meade AutoStar number 497 controller. If you don't see this jack, you'll need to order the AutoStar 497 from Meade. That's a small upgrade. Okay, there's a lot of confusion as to where to connect our equipment to Meade's equipment. Okay, you don't want to connect to the auxiliary port, the aux port. You don't want to connect to the autoguider port. Neither of those ports are the actual serial port on the telescope. For all Meade ETX telescopes, the serial port is located on the bottom of the AutoStar controller. So look at the bottom of the AutoStar controller. If you see a second telephone style jack, that is the serial port where you would connect our equipment to. So let's plug in our Meade serial cable to the AutoStar serial port. And we're connecting the other end of the Meade serial cable to the DB9 end of our SkyFi wireless telescope controller. So let's turn SkyFi on. There's a power switch which switches between batteries and external power. The red LED indicates that the power's on. After a second or two, the light should go green, indicating that everything's working correctly, the unit is booted up, and we're all talking. So SkyFi generates its own point-to-point wireless network. You don't need to be on a Wi-Fi network. You don't need AT&T to make this work. You can be 100 miles out in the field in the middle of nowhere, and this box will generate its own local battery-powered Wi-Fi network. From our iPhone, we're going to join that Wi-Fi network. So let's go to our iPhone settings and bring up our Wi-Fi settings. And we are going to join the SkyFi network. And so now we're in and we're talking. And if you'll notice, the LED on the back of the SkyFi box is blinking. That blinking indicates that data is being exchanged back and forth. So we're going to launch our SkySafari app, go into our settings, telescope communication, and select the correct telescope type. In our last demo, we were talking to a Celestron Nexstar 5i. In this demo, we're talking to a Meade ETX. So I'm going to go to our telescope type, select Meade ETX 90, tap done, and let's connect again. Okay, so that little noise and the blue bullseye indicates that we're now successfully talking to the Meade telescope. I can use the arrows to drive the telescope around. So the Meade LX200 and the LX200 GPS are the only common telescopes that don't have a serial port on the base of their hand controller. On the Meade LX200 family, the serial port is located on the mount base. The jack you want to connect to is the one that's labeled RS232. And on the other end of your Meade serial cable, you would connect to the SkyWire or the SkyFi serial adapter. And from that point, you would connect to your iPhone or your other iOS device as you would connect to the SkyWire and for any other kind of telescope. I just wanted to point out again that the LX200 series serial port is located on the mount base, not on the hand controller. Now I'm going to disconnect from the telescope here. And that's an overview of how you would use the wireless SkyFi controller to communicate with a telescope such as the Meade ETX out in the field.